What is the upskis, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GXWrestleCast. We're on episode 181 of my wrestling recap show, where once a week I go through all of the major WWE and AEW shows, give you the recap, give you the review, let you know what's going on storyline-wise, and at the end of the show, I give out my 3 stars of the week, awarding my 3 favorite matches that I witnessed with my eyeballs. And when there's a pay-per-view, I will be doing a separate pay-per-view review, and I will just be throwing Saturday night's main event into this recap. It wasn't big enough, so yeah, we'll just throw it into here. But let's dive into it, y'all. We got Monday Night Raw in Dallas, Texas. Oh, it's Texas time. And we got Nia Jax attacking Rhea Ripley from behind to start the show. Ripley gets banged up. And then Jey Uso makes his big ol' entrance, hyping up the crowd. And, bro, Michael Cole's dancing. Oh, man. What an embarrassment to my people. Yeah, without Pat McAfee there, Michael Cole trying to hype up the crowd. His dancing, horrible. Absolutely horrible, but hilarious. Uso is gonna win the big one at Saturday night's main event. World champion Gunther interrupts yucking the yum. Tells Jay, it ain't gonna happen, bro. You're just a mascot. Jay is unfazed. He still believes he will win and brags about main eventing WrestleMania, unlike Gunther. I completely forgot that Jay main evented WrestleMania. I can't even picture it right. I don't even remember that. All right. Anyway, this upsets the champion Gunther. He attacks Jay, but Uso turns the tables, hits a super kick, making Gunther retreat. Jay with the crowd in the palm of his hands, man. I mean, he is so friggin' popular. It's he's way up there, man. Could Jay finally become a world champion? I don't know if he really necessarily needs it. He's incredibly popular without the championship. I feel like the chase for the championship is you know, what's kind of getting him over and all this shit. But could he actually become the champion? I mean, yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, he's just not the best. Like, he's a good wrestler. It's just his matches aren't, like, my favorite to watch. Amazing on the microphone. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think Jey Uso could really and truly be an amazing world champion in WWE? I'm thinking more on the side of yes, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Bayley announces she is officially on Monday Night Raw, and she is entering and winning the Rumble. Nia Jax disagrees. That will be a theme for the next, until we get to the Rumble. Everyone's entering, and everyone will win this Rumble. There you go. We got the New Day. They find JBL backstage. Oh my goodness. New Day want JBL to talk shit about Rey Mysterio on commentary. JBL will do whatever he wants. New Day, offense taken. They're like, what the hell, bro? I thought we were cool. We got Rey Mysterio versus Kofi Kingston with Xavier Woods, and JBL is on commentary. I miss JBL on commentary. He was a great commentator. In the ring, he was, I hated him because he was pure heel and just always fucking around with Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. Hated that guy, but man, he was a great heel back then. We got Kofi and Woods pissed off at the crowd for booing them. They steal back their money from JBL as well backstage. They gave him like $2, and Xavier's like, give me my money back. Hilarious. Great reaction from JBL. Woods causing distractions, finally gets caught, tripping Rey Mysterio, and he gets ejected. Rey nails a 619, but Kofi blocks the splash. Rey rolls up Kofi, snags the victory. Oh, hell yeah. And then, of course, New Day immediately jump Rey after the bell. Sore losers, LWO to the rescue. They chase off the New Day, and New Day come right back, sneak attack LWO, and then they run away again. A solid matchup, entertaining heel shenaniganery from the New Day. Rey Mysterio, the fucking GOAT. Love that guy. Pretty good. We get Chad Gable. He claims he will use Dom Mysterio to help with his Penta problem. I'm not sure what he plans to do, but all right, I'm here for it. We got Karrion Kross moving on from the Wyatt Six, allegedly. Targeting maybe Seth Rollins. He throws out CM Punk's name, or more likely, Sami Zayn. That seems like where he's going next. I'm sad, man. I really enjoyed Karrion Kross and The Miz going after the Wyatt family, but as long as they're using Karrion right now, I can't believe I'm saying this, but if they use Karrion, put him in a bigger spot, I think he could do something pretty good. Like, he's coming out of his shell a little bit, more funny, more entertaining as a heel, and yeah, I wouldn't mind letting him have a chance and see what he can do. We got Sami Zayn. He cuts a promo, officially enters the Rumble, and you guessed it, he gonna win that Rumble. Sami feels he's finally made it to the elite tier in the WWE. Sami, though, is the only one in that tier that doesn't have a world title. He's like, yeah, I'm in there with the Seth Rollins, the Roman Reigns, but no title. Sami really, really wants that world title, and he's gonna take it. Kevin Owens arrives. Sami expecting a fight. Instead, Kevin announces Sami will win the Royal Rumble because he deserves it, and Kevin will win the WWE Championship because he deserves it. Yo, I can't deny that. I completely agree. Kevin tells Sami he has his back. What? Whoa, that was incredibly sweet and nice of Kevin. What the hell is going on? Very interesting and confusing message from Kevin. Is it a trap? What the hell is it gonna... What is this? Is this just a big seed planted into Sami to, like, fuck with his head and shit? Who knows? Very interesting message from Kevin. Sami doesn't know how to react. He's like, what? And yeah, interesting stuff. We got Sheamus. He is confronted by Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker, who tells Sheamus to just retire. He walks off giggling, and Sheamus, you gonna whoop that ass, right, boy? We'll find out. But first, it's Nia Jax versus Bayley. Roxanne Perez trash-talking Bayley from the crowd. Bayley smacks Roxanne, shuts her mouth. Bayley hits Nia with an Annihilator and an elbow drop. What? Nia bounces back, hits her own Annihilator to defeat Bayley. Nia taking lots of damage, showing off how tough she is. Bayley offensive onslaught, but one Annihilator, and that's all she wrote. Really solid match. Crowd really into this one. Yeah. Rhea Ripley arrives. She starts brawling with Nia Jax. Jax turns the table, smashing Mommy on the table. Mommy dives off of that table. Pure chaos ensues. Mommy then challenges Jax to a match at Saturday night's main event for the title. All right, should be good. Rhea Ripley's first defense. Looking forward to Nia Jax. Been working real good lately. I'm excited. We got Pete Dunne versus Penta. Oh, baby. Penta, nasty destroyer and a nice swanton dive. Penta snaps Dunne's arm, hits the Penta driver for the dub. Another awesome seller in Pete Dunne to make everything that Penta does look amazing. Fun matchup. Both guys doing the limb mutilation thing. Penta getting the better end of it this time around. But yeah, man, I think I would like for these two to continue fighting, but Penta's probably just going to move on to some other opponents, continue to show off how good he is until they give him something to really bite into. Where is he going to go? Like, where's his first feud going to end up? I don't know. I'm hoping that he can latch on with Rey Mysterio, maybe help fight. Who's Rey getting into it with right now? Probably, what do you call it? Fucking Judgment Day or something. Yeah, get him in there. Good match. 7 out of 10. We got CM Punk getting interviewed in the crowd. He addresses the Royal Rumble. Punk claims, you guessed it, he will win the Royal Rumble no matter who's in it. Even if the Hulkster is in there, CM Punk will kill Hulkamania. And I know that drew some attention. Punk saying he's going to kill Hulkamania. I mean, he's already dead, bro. Like, it hasn't been alive in a long time. Anyway, Punk spitting some fire here. Crowd excited. Good interview. We got Damage Control, Dakota Kai and Io Sky going up against PFC's Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Zoe obliterates Dakota with a missile drop kick. That shit connected. Stark, cool spinny pump handle slam. We get Io, nice escape out of the Karafuda, hits the over the moonsault, and Damage Control pick up the win. Zoe, really nice performance. I want more Zoe in 2025, y'all. I need some more of that. Damage Control getting back on track as a squad. Solid tag match. And it's main event time. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Drew hums Rollins over the announce table. Seth wicked counter out of the reverse Bama Slamma. Drew wasting time, gets caught by a sneaky pin, and Seth wins. Good competitive WrestleMania rematch right here. Seth and Drew hitting the signature moves. Quality main event. 7 out of 10. Drew, not happy with the loss, attacks Seth. Sami Zayn to the rescue, but accidentally nails Rollins with a haluva kick. Oh dear. Drew loving what just happened. He walks off all happy. Seth not looking very happy with Sami as the show comes to an end. And a pretty solid Raw this week. You got some solid matches going on there. Nothing too crazy. Penta back in another good matchup. Nia and Bayley. Solid match right there. Nothing too crazy. Very interested in the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn situation right here. I understand what Kevin's doing. There's been so many times, Kevin and Sami rally together trying to win that big championship, but they continue to, collide heads, and they're always just on different pages. But very interesting message right there. I can't wait to see what happens. Can Jey Uso finally grab the big one? We'll have to wait and see. Overall, solid show. 6.5 out of 10. Let us go to NXT. They are, I believe, at home still, and we're kicking it off with the North American Championship match. It's Tony D'Angelo with the family defending against Ridge Holland. Sean Spears appears to scout this match out. It throws off Tony a little bit. Spears out of nowhere, a spear out of nowhere from Tony, but Spears causing a distraction, can't get the pinfall. Family brawls with Sean and Jensen. Izzy Dame randomly kicks Haaland in the face. Tony plants Ridge with a spine buster to retain. Solid title match. Lots of outside cooking going on here. Izzy Dame, I believe she's trying to repay a favor from earlier, possibly for Rizzo. I believe that's why she was there. Anyway, Spears building up a feud here with the family. It'll be okay, I guess. We got Wes Lee talking shit in the locker room, directs it towards Trick Willie and he says, from penthouse to outhouse. Pretty good line right there. Trick then smacks the smart mouth off of Wes, and he storms off. Fucking hilarious. Hell of a smack. Thumbs up. Bayley visits NXT yet again to speak about Roxanne Perez. NXT Women's Champion Julia shows up to show her respect to the NXT legend. Bayley fangirls over Julia, just really sweet. She's like, oh, you're so awesome, and very nice. Cora and Roxanne arrive on scene, everyone wearing leather. Oddly, I guess that's in right now. Fucking leather this, leather that, leather pants. Just what the hell? Crowd booing the bejesus out of the so-called role models. Roxanne claims Bayley is in NXT to take Julia's championship and is jealous of this women's era, claiming that it's better than the 4 horsewomen era in NXT. All hell breaks loose. The champion and Bayley get the upper hand. Great segment right here. Perez and Cora drawing huge heat from the crowd. And could we get a 4 horsewomen versus the next gen in a War Games or something like that? Oh my goodness. You bring back Charlotte Bayley, Becky, and Natalia. You put them up against Cora, Roxanne. You get 2 other heels in there. Oh, baby. Just print money. Printing money. That would be amazing. We got Dion Lennox versus Wes Lee with Tyreek and Tyreek, apparently. I don't know what's the other guy's name? Tyreek and Tyson, I think? Yeah. We got Dion. He throws Wes a solid 10 feet into the air. Pretty impressive. Wes hits the cardiac kick, picks up the win. And yeah, just a quick win for a very pissed off Wes Lee. Lennox definitely showing off some power here. Not much else to say. Wes calls out Trick, who comes right out for a fight. Trick dropping everyone in sight. Trick accepts the match versus Wes Lee for another day. Now we got the Heritage Cup Championship rematch. It's Lexis King defending against Charlie Dempsey with no quarter catch crew. Regular Heritage Cup rules, the rounds, all that stuff. Dempsey locks in a chicken wing. King gets saved by the bell. Camera shows Dempsey has a pair of brass knuckles hidden away in his bucket. King counters Dempsey's counter into a pin, and Lexis is up 1-0 at the end of round 2. Charlie dominating round 3, nails a suplex with the bridge. It's tied up, end of round 3. King wipes out No Quarter Catch Crew with a dive. King with a sneaky dick kick nails the coronation to retain. Another good technical matchup between these two. And King now looks like he's slowly starting to go back to his greasy tactics. I much prefer him that way. I'm not really a fan of this, I'm a wholesome guy, I'm good. Nah, bro, you're greasy, you're gross. You got the nastiest fucking hair in the whole world, man. Those edges out of control, but good stuff. 7 out of 10. Hopefully King goes back full heel mode, like fully embrace it, get in there. We got Carmen Petrovic versus Jada Pinkett. Kalani Jordan distraction allows Carmen to roll up Parker for a huge upset win. Pretty solid matchup right there. Yeah, we move on. It is Nico and Jensen with Shawn Spears versus Stax and Crucifino with Rizzo. Crucifino damn near breaks his freaking neck doing a flip there. He's okay, but whoa, that was close. Nico, wicked lariat to Stax, grabs an impressive win for Team Spears. Backstage, Stax finds Tony, busy speaking with Izzy Dame. Stax goes up to Tony, he's like, where the heck were you, bro? And Tony's like, dog, you've been an underboss for like 2 years, you got this shit. So, I don't know, maybe some possible seeds planted here for maybe a Stax mutiny or something like that. Could be cool, we'll find out. We got A-Town Down Under make a visit to Ava's office, looking to get the NXT champs on the Waller effect, or the NXT Tag Team Champions. Ava's like, yeah, sure, fine, whatever, get the hell away from me. We got Inamira and Briggs calling out Fraxium for dodging their title challenge. ODM sneak attack on the champions. Hell has been unleashed backstage, but who's going to get the next title shot? I mean, ODM had their shot. I'd be fine for Briggs and Inamura getting a shot. I mean, they haven't really done anything to deserve it other than asking for one. But hey, if you ask, you might receive. All right, main event time. NXT Championship match. Oba Femi defends against Eddie Thorpe. Thorpe with the nice elbow off of the top plants Oba with a suplex. Oba, a big slam and a nasty fall from Grace, defeats Thorpe to retain. Impressive effort from Thorpe. You know, he was shot out of a cannon, out of the gate. Caught the champ off guard for a little bit, but Oba gets it back, destroys Eddie. Good first defense. 7 out of 10. And then Trick Willie shows up, has a big old stare-off with Oba, and it looks like we got a rematch incoming right here. Trick looking very intense, very focused. We'll see where it goes. And that's the end of the show. Pretty good NXT. You got 3 title matches on the card. Sadly, they're all pretty predictable, the outcomes. Cora and Roxanne getting huge heel responses. I'm loving that. Bad mood trick Willie, baby. I'm liking that. Smacking Wes. I'm liking his new attitude right here. Yeah, should be good. Bayley working quadruple overtime lately. She is all over the place. Great work from her and good energy from the crowd. Good show. 7 out of 10. All right, we got SmackDown there in Texas, Austin, Texas, and it's WWE Champion Cody Rhodes asks how he feels about the current situation with Kevin Owens. Cody hypes up Kevin as a genius in the ring, but will always take the easy way out. How fucking dare you? Cody wishes Kevin good luck in the Rumble. He will need it. A good promo here from the Code Man. And then we get DIY letting Pretty Deadly know they won't be in their corner tonight. Pretty Deadly flustered, not feeling any gains from their partnership with DIY. Ciampa flips out, says, handle your business. Legado appear, and they have a good long stare at Pretty Deadly. All right, then. We got Motor City Machine Guns, Sabin and Shelley versus Pretty Deadly, Wilson and Prince. Wilson launches Prince into a code breaker, and they do a Steiner Bros-esque top rope bulldog. Hell yeah. We got Motor City. They come back, nail the Skull and Bones for the victory. Impressive effort here from Pretty Deadly. You know, some cool tag moves. Just outclassed by the Legends here. So, you know, it's starting to look like Pretty Deadly are getting a bit of an upgrade here. More consistent airtime, but still in the ring, they're a few steps behind. Solid match. Miz is informed he is officially on SmackDown. Miz is not happy because the Wyatts are also on SmackDown and they are hunting for the Miz. All this suggests Miz finds some new friends, so Miz goes off and tries to find some help. KO appears. He's trash-talking Joe on commentary. And then Kevin trashes the man, the myth, the legend, Matthew McConaughey, who is front row. Oh, my goodness. All right. Jimmy Uso will defend Matthew's honor, smacks Kevin across the face, making Owens retreat. Jimmy wants to keep things weird in Austin, challenges Kevin to a match. It's made official for later. Melo is pissed. He just got pushed out of his main event match. Aldis tells Melo he has a new opponent coming in if you're interested. Melo will not be duped again, demands to see this opponent first. This newest member of SmackDown is Damian Priest. Damian says Melo will learn today. All right, so we got Damian in a new place on SmackDown. Yeah, I feel it should be a good spot for Damian. He kind of, I think he's pretty well done. He can't really keep him with the Judgment Day because they're still doing their shit, and Damian's pretty done with that. So yeah, it seems like a good time to move him to SmackDown. We got Chelsea Green and Piper Niven versus Michin and B-Fab. Michin hits Chelsea with Eat Defeat and pins the U.S. champion for the dub. Well, that's going to be a big argument point for Michin to get another shot at Chelsea. A decent quick tag match here. We get a video package for Charlotte Flair, who will apparently make her return in the Royal Rumble. Tiffy cuts a promo saying she ain't worried about who wins the Rumble. She will defeat anybody. Not a problem. Rhea Ripley arrives, showing off her new title. Nia and Candice arrive to some big old boos. Nia says she will win the Rumble, of course. Tells a young fan their mom sucks. Wow. And Nia will defeat Ripley for the title and says Nia says Rhea Ripley in her funny nasally voice. Rhea Ripley. So good. Amazing work right here from Nia. Thumbs up. Naomi and Bianca join the party. Guess what? They're both entering and they're both gonna win the Rumble. Makes no sense. Liv Morgan doesn't give a shit. She declares she in fact will win the Royal Rumble because Raquel Rodriguez exists. Rhea Ripley headbutts Liv. This opens up the gates of hell, and all hell has broken loose. Craziness, but really fun little moment right here. And again, man, this Rumble is stacked. You're going to have Flair coming back in. She better not fucking win, and she better not ruin anybody's hot freaking streak right now. And yeah, I'm never excited for Charlotte coming back. What she usually does is come in, squash the current champion, ruin all their momentum, and then she does her thing. Woo, I'm the best, I'm amazing, ha, everyone. And then she puts over nobody, and then she leaves when she loses, and she won't stick around unless she's a champion. I don't like Charlotte Flair. We got a 6-woman tag up next. Nia, Candice, and Liv versus Rhea, Naomi, and Bianca. Nia just sits out on Naomi. That looks painful as fuck. Bianca spears Liv in half. Rhea riptides Liv onto Nia. Bianca with the KOD to Candice, but Liv rises from the dead, rolls up Bianca, and steals the win away. Pretty good match right there. The final moments were very fun and chaotic. Teasing lots of feuds for the Rumble. That's going to be fun. Naomi and Bianca, that could be an interesting meeting right there in the Rumble. They're best friends right now, but there's only one winner for the Rumble, so if those two meet, it's going to be interesting. And I feel like they're definitely going to clash in the Rumble. They're setting it up for it, so it's going to happen. Apollo Crews versus Gargano with Ciampa. Crews hits a couple stiff kicks. Ciampa cheap shot Crews behind the referee's back. Motor City Machine Guns walking towards the ring. Crews rolls up a distracted Johnny and grabs a sneaky win. Solid quick matchup, pushing along the DIY Motor City feud. I'm into it. We got Jacob Fatu cutting a very good fired up promo on his way to the ring, and Tama Tonga does his yang thing. Yeah, man, Jacob Fatu, that dude's cutting really good promo right there. We got Tama Tonga with Fatu versus LA Knight, yeah. Knight catchphrase promo before the match, yeah. Tama grinding down Knight forever. Knight starts the comeback, Fatu with the distraction. Knight avoids the roll-up, hits the BFT for the win. Yeah, pretty boring match, not gonna lie. Knight's comeback was solid, but yeah, Bloodline attacking night after the bell. Braun Strowman says, "Not today, back away." He arrives ready for a fight. Fatu and Braun, they have a big stare-off. And then Braun clotheslines Fatu out of the ring, getting the upper hand for tonight. Fun little preview for the Battle of the Monsters that will take place on Saturday night's main event. We got The Miz. He is pitching the Marine 7 to A-Town Down Under. Can't fucking believe there's that many Marine movies. A-Town's all about it. Like, yeah, fucking yeah, that's going to be sick. And then Aldis walks by, tells A-Town they are heading to Raw. Miz is like, bro, come on. Like, hilarious. Great stuff from The Miz. Thumbs up. And we got Damian Priest versus Carmelo Hayes up next. Priest walking the ropes, hits a splash. All right, pretty cool. Kind of like an old school style thing. Yeah. Melo, nice stunner counter out of the south of heaven. Hits the first 48 and gets a near fall. Melo argues with the referee, gets turned inside out with a Priest lariat. Nailed with the south of heaven, and Damian wins his SmackDown debut. Good competitive matchup. Damian, good variety of moves in there. That old school thing, yeah. Melo, nice counters and selling. Good match. 7 out of 10. Cody Rhodes welcomes Priest to SmackDown backstage. Damian says, "See you soon, champ." Little tease right there. Damian definitely going to be hunting the championship on SmackDown. We got Motor City Machine Guns. They will face DIY for the tag titles at the Royal Rumble. DIY, very upset. They're just like, this night sucks. Freaking hilarious. Love that. We got Jimmy Uso dropping the no yeets backstage. Carmelo Hayes disrespected. He attacks Jimmy during his entrance. But it doesn't really do, I don't know. They get separated. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Jimmy has his match right now against Kevin Owens in the main event. Kevin Owens wearing a Naomi shirt, playing mind games with Kevin. Took me forever to figure out whose shirt that was. I'm like, who's fuck? I thought it was Natalia's shirt. Like, I'm like, whose name starts with an N? I'm like, Naomi, of course. What an idiot. Kevin teasing fans and Matthew McConaughey doing some all rights. Loving it. Jimmy hits a super kick. Kevin hits a super kick. Jimmy answers with a super kick and a spear. Jimmy misses the splash. Kevin hits the pop-up power bomb to win. Pretty good main event. I'm loving Kevin's shenanigans with the crowd and all that. Not sure if there was enough super kicks, though. 7 out of 10. Good match. Solid show. The Women's Rumble filling out very nicely. We'll see what Charlotte Flair's role in this is going to be. Hopefully she doesn't overshadow the whole entire division she's had nothing to do with over the last year. Cody and Kevin feud, really good stuff right here. Good promo from them, good work. Miz, very entertaining, getting screwed over by the transfer window. Solid wrestling, no real bangers to speak of. The new SmackDown arrivals, Damian had a good match with Melo. Main event, entertaining performance out of Kevin. Good crowd, 6.5 out of 10. All right, let's do the Saturday night's main event, which was in San Antonio, Texas. My goodness, Texas getting all the love this week. And we kick off this show with the Women's World Championship match. I guess I should say Jesse Ventura was there at the beginning for the intro and all that stuff. I love the theme of Saturday night's main event. I love the look, love the retro feel. Just, yes, absolutely. We kick it off with the Women's World Championship match. Rhea Ripley defends against Nia Jax. Nia avalanche Samoan drop. Rhea nice code red counter and a power bombs Nia off of the ropes. Ripley big cross body dive out off the top rope to the outside. God damn. Nia barely damaged, kicks out of one, hits a mean annihilator to Ripley's back. I mean, that just looks painful. Ripley stops the second annihilator with an electric chair drop, nails the Riptide to retain. Yeah, really good fast-paced battle here. Ripley, impressive power, took some nasty bumps. Yeah, man, I really like the chemistry with Nia and Ripley, and just really loving Nia, man. She just having good battles, doing good work. Yeah, really good. 7.5 out of 10. We move right into the Intercontinental Championship match. It is Braun Breaker defending against Sheamus. Can Sheamus finally win that elusive Intercontinental Championship? Sheamus torpedoes Braun into the Timekeeper's area. Damn. Breaker, awesome anti-air spear wrecks Sheamus. That was awesome. Looked painful. Thumbs up. Sheamus comes back with the beats of the Valorant and a nice Irish cross power bomb. Braun hits the Breakensteiner. Spear is countered with a brogue kick, but somehow Braun gets his foot on the ropes. Breaker dodges a second brogue kick, hits the spear to retain. Poor Sheamus, bro. You gotta learn to make that pin in the middle of the ring. What are you doing? Another banger, though, between these two. Hard-hitting, back-and-forth battle. Hell yeah. 8 out of 10. We got the hometown hero, Shawn Michaels, moderates the Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens contract signing. Kevin and Cody, badass stare down with their championships. Great imagery. Shawn asks them to sign the contract, please and thank you. Cody does, no problems here. And then Kevin, he's got some issues, of course. He is pissed off about Cody, saying Kevin takes the easy way out 10 out of 10 times. That's 100%, folks. Cody tells Kevin to shut up and sign. Kevin will not shut up, claiming he will take the title from Cody. Shawn says Kevin is just straight up jealous of Cody. Kevin says, how dare you? Calls Shawn a quitter who lost his smile. Calls Shawn jealous that Kevin is bringing more prestige to the Winged Eagle Championship than Shawn ever did. Shots fired. Kevin signs the contract finally. Referees take the titles away. They hang them up high until the Royal Rumble. Kevin, with a cheap shot to Cody, attempts to power bomb Shawn through the table, but Cody assists. We get a sweet chin music from Michaels, sending Kevin out of the ring. Great segment right here. I am so excited for this match, man. I can't freaking wait. Ladder match. Oh my goodness. Awesome stuff. Thumbs up. And now we have the Battle of the Monsters. It's Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu. Jacob wipes out Braun with a big old dive. The Strowman Express making multiple stops, sending Fatu over the announce table. But on the last stop, Fatu picks up and slams Strowman onto the announce table. Fatu hip attacking Strowman over and over and over again. The referees try to stop it, but Fatu tosses the referee out of the ring. Match is disqualified, but the attack continues. Fatu equipped with a chair, attacking Strowman and security. Braun is a bloody mess. Fatu hitting moonsaults, and the crowd is loving it. They're chanting Fatu, Fatu, and Fatu has become a star, everybody. This guy is over. They're loving this guy no matter what he does. Heel stuff, eat it up. Yum, yum, yum. We love Jacob Fatu. So what are they going to do from here, man? You got yourselves a bona fide star right here in the making. He's arrived. What do we do? I think keep the ball rolling. You know, keep him hooked up with Solo and So What. I think eventually you're going to have Fatu and Tama Tonga revolt against Solo, because the whole thing, they've always been talking, these guys were in prison, these guys are dangerous, and I think eventually that's going to come back and bite Solo. Maybe Solo goes back to Roman, and then they have a battle, like, to try and stop Fatu, who's become too powerful, too unstoppable, and maybe that's where I'm thinking we're going. That's where they should go. But Jacob Fatu, my goodness, man, this guy's getting big, and the fact that he's just overshadowed Strowman like no problem. That guy's popular himself, not like he used to be, but I don't think they're going to mess this one up. I think they have something very big planned for Jacob Fatu this year. I can't wait. Main event time. It is the World Heavyweight Championship match. Gunther defends against Jey Uso. Gunther putting a beat down on Jey. Jey with a pulse, power bombs Gunther, hits a spear, a super kick, a less good spear, plus a splash, and that is still not enough to put Gunther away. He kicks out of all of that. Gunther back-to-back power bombs, pins Jey to retain. That's it. That must have been one of the closest near falls on Gunther for Jey to date. That was so freaking close, man. A pretty good main event matchup. You know, this is my problem with Jey Uso. It's the same formula with him every single match. It's the super kick, it's the splash, it's the spear. It's the same formula every match. So I just don't know if that would translate great to a world champion. Gunther, quite the opposite. Like, that guy, we've seen him win with multiple different moves. Not my favorite match right here. It was a little bit of a wet fart ending with just a double powerbomb stack up. It was a pretty good main event, though. And overall, I thought it was a really good Saturday night's main event that had a big feel to the show, felt big and special. You had celebrities in the house, WWE legends, and a big match card that I felt delivered pretty well. Though there's no new champions, sorry about that, Sheamus. No new champs. Jacob Fatu emerging as a star. Will they be able to capitalize? I'm feeling like they will. Great segment between Kevin and Cody. A great energetic crowd. 7.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed this show. All right, that's all the WWE. Let's head over to the land of AEW. We got Holy jumping. They're in Knoxville, Tennessee. Lots of Texasy, Tennessean, they're getting a lot of love over there. We got Ospreay and Omega. They have words with each other in the ring. Ospreay tells Kenny a lot has changed since Will is no longer associated with Don Callis' family. In fact, he fucking hates them now, and Ospreay wants Kenny's help to take them out. Omega still remembers vividly Ospreay stabbing him with a screwdriver last time they fought, and Ospreay was fully with the Don Callis family at that point. Kenny says he will never trust Will Ospreay. Tensions are very high, and then it gets worse as Don Callis arrives. Callis family fighting with Omega and Ospreay out into the crowd. Murder Machine arrive to back up the Don Callis family. Camera misses Archer pushing Ospreay down a flight of stairs. How could you? Kenny and Ospreay double suplex Archer through a merch table. My goodness. Ospreay climbs up the balcony and Kenny climbs up this tower thing. Both of them leap off, wiping out the Callis family in extremely badass fashion. Thumbs up. Kenny challenges Takeshita and Fletcher to a match at Grand Slam Australia. Kenny will now team up with Ospreay. Pretty funny how just moments ago, Kenny, went from never trusting Ospreay and now they're teaming together. Pretty funny shit, but chaotic opening. I love Kenny he's like, and I want to get down now because I am scared of heights. Funny moment right there. Great opening. Thumbs up. We got AEW World Tag Team Championship match on the line. Here we go. It's Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn defending against the Hurt Syndicates, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin with MVP. Bobby smashes Zay through the announce table. MVP and the fans chanting, "We hurt people." The crowd loving it. Shelton smashing Quinn into the guardrail. Crowd demanding more. Shelton happily obliges, and fucking Quinn with the hilarious sell. He's just getting smashed. Bobby nails a spear. Shelton nailing suplexes. Bobby smashes Cassidy with a slam and a spear. Pins and new AEW World Tag Team Champions. It's the Hurt Syndicate. Oh my goodness, bro. I cannot believe how dirty they just did Private Party. Short, forgettable run as champions. I think they got one defense in there, maybe two, and then they got absolutely squashed in this match. I don't even know if they got one fucking move in. Absolutely buried these guys alive. Now, I will take into consideration the crowd. I think they may have called an audible on this match. I feel like Private Party, they were going to have a comeback here, but the crowd made their decision, man. They wanted Hurt Syndicate. They're chanting for Hurt Syndicate. They're actively chanting for them to beat the shit out of Private Party. I don't know if the fans have turned on Private Party or we just love Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Syndicate. I think that's more what it is. We love the Hurt Syndicate. And sadly, Private Party are just not it at the time, which sucks, man. That huge buildup for these guys to finally get that championship and for this to be the payoff where they just, boom, pushed to the side, forget about it, squashed. And I don't know where Private Party can go from here. I feel the only way they can go from here, you've just squashed them as a team. They've just lost all credibility in my books. So from here, you got to split them up. You're going to have to try and split them up, or you can try and get them to rally back, but no one's going to give a fuck anymore. You got the Hurt Syndicate. No one's going to be cheering for Private Party to take out Hurt Syndicate right now. So they're probably going to have to just go away for a while, maybe battle with each other, split up. I don't know, but this is horrible. Horrible booking for the Private Party, man. I feel so freaking bad for them. But this is wicked booking for the Hurt Syndicate. I mean, they look absolutely unstoppable. Crowd loves them. And they came into this match with a game plan. They executed that shit very well done. You know, it's going to be hopefully a fun run with these guys, unless they get squashed next week by someone. Who knows? But yeah, dude, I'm not impressed with what they did here with Private Party. But yeah, Hurt Syndicate, new champs. We got Karen Jarrett not wanting her husband Jeffrey to get into the mud with MJF. Jarrett is gonna Jarrett, baby. Jeff Jarrett cuts a promo. He flubs some lines. He wants to take MJF out to the woodshed and beat that ass. Then eventually calls out Moxley for a chat. Instead, Claudio comes out, beats the shit out of Jeff. Jarrett then challenges Claudio to a match instead for next week. And then if he beats Claudio, he'll get a shot versus Moxley. I didn't like this segment right here. Just wasn't it. So obviously you need MJF here. If it's just Jarrett with anyone else, I don't know if it's happening. We move on. Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana versus AR Fox. Swerve, impressive strength, catching Fox for a power slam. Ricochet arrives, distracting Swerve with some golden scissors. Nana chases off Ricochet with a pipe. Fox takes advantage. Sick low mang move, whatever the fuck that is. He pins and gets a super near fall. Swerve nails the house call and the stomp picks up the dub. Good match. Fox, nice selling. Got a couple of super close near falls, whatever that low mang ping move is. Very cool. Swerve, good as always. 7 out of 10. Ricochet appears on screen, threatening Nana with the golden scissors. Swerve is rattled and this nasty feud continues. MJF kicks some dude out of the ring so he can cut a promo. Max calls Jarrett a senile old man. Max says it's time for Jarrett to make a deal with the devil. Hangman Adam Page arrives, kicks Max out of the ring so he can have an 8-second squash match. Hangman then continues attacking. Out comes Christopher Daniels in a neck brace. CD not looking for a fight with Hangman anymore. CD announces that was his last match ever and then leaves. Hangman is shook and I'm confused. So, MJF still latching on to Jeff. Okay, fine. You got Hangman feeling bad for beating up a guy that you beat him up. You did this and now I don't know what we're doing here. I love Christopher Daniels, but what the fuck? All right, Mercedes Moné now with 4 different championships looking for an opponent for Australia. Cue Harley Cameron with one heck of a musical performance asking for a match. Thumbs up for that. Mercedes says no. No. Jamie Hayter versus Julia Hart up next. Julia unique arm lock into a crucifix. Bam. Jamie wrecks Hart out of nowhere with the Haterade for the big dub. Really solid competitive match. I was kind of looking for a little bit more right here, but they might revisit and continue this fighting. Jamie on the microphone saying that she was not into getting that poison mist spit in her face last week and is down for another match against Julia. All right, there we go. We're going to get another match, and it probably going to be better. Swerve is rather upset. He calls out Ricochet for a match in Atlanta 2 weeks from now. Okay, that should be violent. And main event time. Edge versus Pac. Nice short names. Cope. Cope, nifty, rolling Rana, then plants Pac onto the steps. Pac locks in the brutalizer. Edge able to power up and slam Pac to escape. Edge hits 2 spears and randomly a lovely TKO cutter for the win. Has Edge ever done that TKO move before? I don't know if I've ever seen him do it, but well done. Shockingly, no outside interference. I cannot freaking believe it. Long, methodical matchup, some high spots, a little bit boring, but solid enough match. Seems like Moxley was busy tying up FTR backstage, hence the no shenanigans, and now the Death Riders surround the ring. Edge with no backup gets jumped. Jay White tries to fight off the Riders, but he gets overwhelmed. Moxley chokes out Edge, leaving his lip quivering as the show ends. All right, well, Ospreay and Omega putting their beef to the side to destroy the Don Callis family. That should be very awesome. I honestly, that feels like the main storyline. Fuck this freaking Death Riders crap. I'm bored. I'm tired of it. I'm much more engaged with the Don Callis family getting taken down. Definitely not pleased with the treatment of Private Party, but I love the treatment of the Hurt Syndicate. So, you win one, you lose one. Swerve involved in what's going to be more than likely another very bloody feud with Ricochet, and I'm pretty interested to see Ricochet. I've never seen him this, violent and aggressive, so this is a new side of Ricochet. I'm liking it. Rated FTR on the receiving end this week of the attack from the Death Riders. Solid wrestling throughout, 6.5 out of 10. And we'll go to Collision. They're in Daly's Place, Florida. We got JR guest commentary on for this week. Very cool. And we start off with Samoa Joe versus Nick Wayne and the Patriarchy. Shibata and Hook arrive to back up Joe. Wayne escapes the Muscle Buster, scratching Joe's eyes. Wayne, nice moonsault dive and a code red. Joe wrecks Wayne with a lariat. Patriarchy taken out by Hook and Shibata. Joe nails the Muscle Buster for the dub. Solid match, Joe looking pretty good in his return, sweating like a son of a bitch, but that's not new. Shenanigans kept to a reasonable level. All right, I'm okay with that. We got Okada versus Commander up next. Kind of a they were calling it a champion versus champion. Commander, apparently the Ring of Honor television champion right now. Very cool. Commander, springboard destroyer, and a lovely rope walk moonsault. Okada, Rainmaker, drops Okada, and Okada wins. Okada, showing sportsmanship, shakes Commander's hand, and then attacks Commander while his back is turned. Oh, Okada, you little rascal. Really solid, quick match right there. We got Big Bill, throws a brick at Powerhouse Hobbs. Thankfully, it misses. We get a little backlot brawl. Hobbs getting the better of Bill right here. Hobbs ripping a door off of his hinges, and that has taken it a level too far. The fight is broken up. But Hobbs versus Big Bill in a street fight? Let's do that shit right now. Oh boy, here they are again. The Costco guys are here. They boom with Adam Cole. All right. And a six-man tag. It's Cole, O'Reilly, and Roddy. Undisputed Kingdom versus Garcia, Daddy Magic, and Cool Hand Ange is back. Shane Taylor Promotions causing a ruckus. Daddy tells them to suck his ass. Kyle gets a trifecta of 10 punches. That is 30 total punches. Math. Undisputed Kingdom nail the high-low to grab the win. Nice to see Papa Magique and Ange back in the ring here. Nice work from Undisputed Kingdom. They're working like a well-oiled machine of a team. Quality trios match. We got Max Caster. Shocked by the response of Bowens, Max announces a open challenge series, which is probably going to be awful. It's rather he's going to be in a bunch of squash matches that he wins, or he's going to get squashed against every opponent he challenges because he is not, in fact, the best wrestler in the world. We got Top Flight angry that Leo and Andretti aren't around to fight them this week. Darius is upset with Dante for bringing Leo into Top Flight in the first place. Darius calls out Leo for a fight whenever he's available, and they will do that. All right. Mariah May and Toni Storm, they have their face-to-face. May kicks it off, telling Toni she is nothing. May has never cared about Toni and will destroy Toni in her hometown. Toni bursts out saying she is May's biggest fan and gives the champ a big hug. Oh my. May allows this and then smacks the shit out of Toni, cracks Toni in the head with the belt, and whips Storm repeatedly. The ritual has been completed, everybody. Toni on the microphone, but it is no longer Toni Storm. Toni strips off her clothes, revealing it was all an act. It was timeless Toni the whole time. Crowd going banana. Absolutely awesome reveal right here for Toni fucking Storm, or Timeless Toni. Thumbs up. I freaking knew it. I knew it from the beginning this was going to happen. Now, honestly, maybe the reveal would have been better if they waited until the match started in Australia. Maybe just have it going, and then eventually, like midway through the match, she just emerges as Timeless. But I get why they did it here. It's going to hype up that match. People are going to be more excited, going to get more eyes, maybe more seats in the event. So yeah, I get why they did it here, but that was fucking awesome. I'm so happy to see Timeless Tony back. There was no way they were getting rid of that character. It's one of their best. And now we move on. It is the Hounds of Hell, that's Brody King and Buddy Matthews with Julia, versus the Gates of Agony, Khan and Leona. Buddy wicked dive, almost flies into the freaking crowd. Gates of Agony double teaming Buddy and cutting off Brody at the same time. Brody kind of gets dropped there by Leona on a powerbomb attempt. It happens. They get it back. Hold on. Leona, pile driven by Brody, just gets right back up. Doesn't even sell that shit. The Hounds of Hell hit a cannonball dropkick combo, and that grabs the win. A pretty good competitive match. Gates of Agony, some good teamwork there. Some stiff knees getting thrown around. The ending was a bit messy there, though, with the powerbomb mess up. The ending was a little bit just kind of like flat. But, yeah, still pretty good. We got a TBS Championship #1 contenders fatal 4-way. It's Serena Deeb, Deonna Purrazzo, Queen Aminata, and Sakazaki. Deeb with a cool suplex leg snap combo. We get a big dive from Sakazaki, takes out everybody. Harley Cameron appears, distracting Deonna and Valkyrie. Purrazzo with a nasty power bomb into an armbar. Yuka counters into a roll-up and steals the big dub. Pretty good match right there. Deonna and Deeb, lots of good work. And really cool that Yuka gets the big win here. It should be an interesting matchup versus Monet, yeah. And now we move on. It's Okada. Calls Buddy Matthews a bitch. Buddy challenges Okada to a title match and then calls Okada a bitch. Okada is shook. He's like, I'm not a bitch. We got Big Bill. He calls out Hobbs to the ring for a fight. Hobbs accepts and the brawl begins. Bill smashes Hobbs with a backpack filled with bricks and chains and shit. Hobbs is busted open. Bill attacking with a chair, about to brain Hobbs with a brick. Will with the low blow delivers a suplex off of the stage through some tables. Oh my goodness. Thumbs up. Hell yeah, man. Let the battle of the meat commence. These two are going to destroy each other. Can't wait. We got Don Callis warns the family about the dangers of Kenny Omega, teases the addition of possibly adding more members to the Don Callis family. We'll see where that goes. Main event time. It is the International Championship match. Konosuke Takeshita defends against Katsuyori Shibata. Takeshita suplexed, dumped on his head, and he no-sells that shit. Takeshita, awesome counter driver, wheelbarrow suplex combo. And now Don Callis arrives with a distraction. Takeshita nails a Blue Thunder bomb, but Shibata powers out at 1. Takeshita nails the Falcon Arrow and defeats Shibata to retain. Banger matchup right there. Elite level wrestling. Great counters and transitions. The stiffness was on point. And I like their no-sells. They seem a lot more effective in this match. 8 out of 10. And that's the end of Collision. Pretty solid show. You know, Joe back in action. Great to see. Okada and Commander, I was hoping for a little bit more out of that match, but it was still pretty good. 6-man was pretty forgettable. Top Flight, they're getting into it with Leo, but they're not even here this week, so what was the point of that? Now they're kind of infighting. Loved the Timeless Tony return. That was freaking awesome. What the hell? When is Malachi going to address, like, Brody and Buddy kind of going off and doing their own thing? He hasn't really said anything about that. Pretty good. #1 contenders fatal 4-way. Main event was a banger. Good Collision this week. And we'll finish it off with the 3 stars. Starting off with the 3rd star goes to Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley, their world title match on Saturday night's main event. Really enjoy their chemistry in the ring together. Really good competitive match. 2nd star goes to Braun Breaker and Sheamus, their Intercontinental title match on Saturday night's main event. It was a good show, and this was my favorite match of that card. These two just love fighting each other. Sheamus just, so close to getting that championship. One of these days you'll get it, my dog. But Braun Breaker right now, just so impressive, so fun to watch. Awesome. Good enough for the 2nd star, but the 1st star goes to recency bias, Shibata and Takeshita. On Collision, International Championship match, absolute banger. When I saw these two on the card, I was like, that's instantly already knew that's going to be a banger. They delivered exactly what I was looking for. Fantastic match. Good enough for the first star, and that's the show, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Next week, we got the Royal Frickin' Rumble. I cannot wait. It's gonna be an awesome Rumble, y'all. It looks like it's gonna be one of the better Rumbles. 2 big fucking loaded up Rumble matches, a ladder match. It's gonna be sick. So we'll have the pay-per-view review for that. Most recent GamerCast episode is up, talking about games I feel like have aged well over their course of existence. So we're talking about games that have aged like a fine wine, and I tossed in a little Metroid Prime review in there as well, so you can check that one out. In terms of what else we got going on with the podcast this week, like I said, Royal Rumble, got that coming. That'll be big. GamerCast looking like it's going to be rather my Switch 2 predictions / wish list, and just kind of talking about the Switch 2, what we know and all that stuff. Probably going to be doing that. And what else? HockeyCast, got lots of news in the HockeyCast, bro. One of the biggest fucking trades I have ever witnessed has gone down. We'll be breaking that down along with the rest of the quarter century teams. Gonna be a loaded up HockeyCast this week, so lots to check out. So make sure you're sticking around with the GX Plus Cast. I upload all these episodes to the YouTube channel, Gamer GX Videos. Go over there, subscribe. Links are in the description. Excuse me. And if you want a question, anything answered live on the podcast, anything about wrestling, hockey, or video games, just drop a comment on the YouTube channel, send in an email, anything like that. Love to shout out your question and your name, all that stuff. Get involved with the podcast, be a lot of fun. And there we go, everybody. We'll be back with some more GX Plus Cast.